Hey everyone! Alright, so welcome to week 29. The weeks are just flying by now. It just seems like yesterday I did a video updating you on how things were going, and then now I'm doing another video to let you know that another week has gone by. It's just crazy. And to think that next week, my week will start with a 3 is just insane. It totally messes with my mind sometimes that I'm this far along in this pregnancy and things are going as well as they are going. So yeah, jumping right into it. I don't have any notes today, so hopefully this won't be too all scatterbrained and whatnot. But jumping right in, today at 29 weeks, the baby is the size of an acorn squash, which is awesome, and by the end of the week, he will be the size of a cucumber. So, I mean, just like every week, he's just growing like a weed or growing like different fruits, and it's amazing. So, that's awesome. As far as the actual baby size, I actually had an ultrasound this past Monday on May 7th, and it was a follow-up ultrasound because we had the blood work done that let us know that there was a high chance or an increased risk that baby might have spina bifida. And so we went and had that checked out at around 20 weeks and everything looked fine, and so we had this other ultrasound just on Monday past just to double check that everything was still okay, and everything is. He is still perfect, still, you know, growing at the rate that he should be growing, and so we're just so relieved and thankful. And I don't have to go back for another ultrasound with this specialist because she thinks that everything is fine and there's no need to. So that's really great. But the last time that we went to have this ultrasound done, I was 19 weeks and 4 days, I think, 3 or 4 days. And he measured at about 12 ounces, so he wasn't even a pound at that point. But he was in the 87th percentile, so he's a big boy. So yeah, I was super curious to see what his weight was, how he measured and all that. And another huge question that I was wondering was he head down? Because I'm feeling so many kicks down below. I thought for sure that he must be breech. So to let you know the size that he was on Monday, he was measuring in the 44th percentile at 2 pounds 11 ounces. So they think that that's great. I'm thinking probably what happened at the ultrasound around the 20-week mark was he just had a growth spurt, so he was just slightly ahead of the pack, but now he's kind of evened out. So he's just average size baby, so that's really great to hear. And the other thing, I don't know how long he is or anything like that. I wanted them to measure his foot because when we went to find out the gender, they measured his foot and it was about 3 centimeters, so I was interested to see how big his foot was now. But they couldn't give me any measurements for some reason, which is kind of annoying. But one thing that they were able to tell me straight off is that he is head down. So I guess he's punching me a lot down below because he's definitely head down. He's very head down. She said that his head is quite low down, which isn't anything to be concerned about or anything like that, but it is, you know, it's very down. But yeah, so I guess what I'm feeling down below is a lot of punches. He likes to punch more than he likes to kick, so, but that's great, so I was super happy. And actually, one of the things that was really cool when I was watching the ultrasound was she had a shot of like his side profile, and his hands are always up by his face in every ultrasound that we've had, and oh, I just want to squeeze him, sorry. His hands were up by his face, and he went like that with one of his arms, and at the moment that he did that, I felt him do that. Oh my goodness, it was just the coolest thing to like experience that, like see him move on the screen and then feel him move in my belly, because you always wonder, like when you feel that movement, what exactly am I feeling? Am I feeling, you know, his elbow? Am I feeling his fist? Am I feeling his foot? It's so hard to kind of tell sometimes. Because I thought I could tell exactly how he was, but I was completely opposite. You know, I thought he was for sure head up and feet down, but, you know, so I don't really know what I'm feeling anymore. So it was really cool to see that. And he's super active. He's wiggling all the time, which doesn't surprise me because Jason was a very active little boy according to his parents, and so this little boy is already very active in utero, so I'm thinking we're probably going to have an active little boy, which is fine with me. Yeah, I'm so in love with him, like, after seeing this last ultrasound, because, excuse me, after we had the first ultrasound, it was, everything looks fine, but come back so we can double check. And now after this ultrasound, we don't even need to go back again. They are so confident that everything is fine. And it's such a weight off your shoulders, and I'm just so overjoyed at how well he's doing. And he's a perfect little thing. We did get a couple of pictures, which I can't show you unfortunately because they have my name on them. I did actually post them on Facebook because I was so excited to like share them, because there's one picture where he's kind of like puckering. I think he's like mid-suck, and that's when she got that picture, and it looks like he's like just getting ready to give a kiss. But yeah, I posted them on Facebook, and they were up for probably like 30 minutes or an hour before I realized, oh crap, it has my last name and all my information on it. So I had to take them down. I'll try to edit them so that I can post them back up on Facebook. So if you want to see those pictures eventually, absolutely add me on Facebook, Amy, last name Turtle Ames, and hopefully I'll be able to get them edited and posted on Facebook. But yeah, so he's doing great. I'm so excited. I had one thing that I forgot to mention in my last week's video is last Friday, so today's Saturday, so not yesterday but a week ago, I forget what the date was, I had to do my glucose test to check for gestational diabetes. So I did that on Friday, and then I had my ultrasound at the specialist on Monday the 7th, and then on the 8th I had my regular scheduled prenatal appointment, and we went over all of the blood work and stuff that I had done and the results from the glucose test, and everything is fine. I passed, and so no gestational diabetes at all. So that's really great. I was a little bit nervous. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't really have any reason to think that I might have it, but nonetheless I was just nervous. I blame hormones. That's what I blame everything on now, is just hormones. So yeah, I don't have that, but one of the things that they checked for is, like they check your hemoglobin, and mine came back on the low side. So she wants me to take iron supplements, which I'm not sure if it does it to you, but it definitely does it to me. How can I say this politely? It slows things down. The digestive tract, it slows it way down when I take iron, and even my prenatal vitamin really backs me up if I'm not consistently taking it every day. If I miss a day or 2 days, and then start taking it again, I will be backed up. So I'm not excited about adding any more iron to my diet. So what I've been doing is I've been just really kind of loading up with fiber, eating bran muffins and apples and just lots of fruit and stuff, and drinking lots of water in preparation for taking these pills. I'm going to start taking them tomorrow, Sunday. So, but yes, hemoglobin's low, nothing that is too much of a concern, but she said just to be on the safe side to take the iron. One good thing that came out of this appointment is they always check my blood pressure and the weight and all that. Weight was fine. They're not concerned about the weight that I'm gaining. But they did do my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was actually not super low this time. Every time I go to get my blood pressure done at my prenatal appointments, it's always like 80/45, like just something ridiculously low. And it's been like that since I conceived. I have low blood pressure anyways, but not that low. So it's always been low. But when I had my blood pressure taken this time, it was 96/64. So that, while it's still lower than the norm, it's higher for me. It's more my normal, so I was really happy about that. Finally, at 28 weeks, my blood pressure is starting to, you know, act a little bit more normal, so that's really great. Other than that, movements, he's still kicking me a ton, and I feel him all day long. Every 15 or 20 minutes I'll at least feel one kick, but when he's really active, I mean, he could be going nuts for, 30 minutes to an hour sometimes, just like constantly moving. Yeah, so movement is great. No new cravings or aversions to speak of. Still liking the same things as before. Symptoms, I do have a new symptom. As far as old symptoms are concerned, I'm still getting Braxton Hicks contractions. They're still not uncomfortable, which is really great. I have not spotted again. I mentioned this to my doctor at the appointment. She's not concerned about it at all. She just basically said to try to take it easy as much as I can, not to be lifting anything too heavy, and that if I should start spotting again or bleeding red, and if it's accompanied by cramps, then I am to absolutely either try to get in to see her right away, or if I can't, go to the emergency room. But she's not concerned. To be quite honest, I think it was caused because Jason and I were intimate, and I think that that's what caused the spotting. So that's why I'm not concerned about it either, because it hasn't happened since then. So, but yeah, Braxton Hicks still happening, no more spotting. I have back pain still, and it's still upper to middle back. I've managed to find a good lying down position with my snoogle, and I have like a tray that I can put over myself that kind of flips up, and I can put my laptop on it, so that's really awesome. I'm able to use my laptop now in bed, which is really great. But yeah, those are all symptoms that I've had before, but my new symptom that actually just happened yesterday or the day before, I can't really remember, a couple days ago, is tingly nipples. Yeah. And it's not even really tingly. It's kind of like it's hard to explain, but tingly is like the best way that I can describe it. But it feels like I'm going to leak, that something is going to leak out of my breasts. So I'm assuming that that means that my colostrum is coming in, which is really great. While I feel like I'm going to leak, I haven't actually leaked anything yet. But I figure it's only a matter of time. But yeah, it just feels like I'm going to look down and my top is going to be wet. But I'm actually really excited for that symptom, because that means that, you know, things are moving along and progressing, and so I'm really excited that that symptom's happening. I might not be excited if I look down and my top is soaked, especially if it's in public, but I'm going to get myself some breast pads so that I can put them in my bra just to be on the safe side. Other than that, I forgot to get my weight. I'm still just gaining weight like crazy. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to end up gaining about 50 to 55 pounds in this entire pregnancy. But I can tell you that since my last appointment, my last prenatal appointment 4 weeks ago, I've put on 11 pounds. So, whatever. I'm kind of getting over the fact that I'm getting bigger because he's doing so well, and I'm just so happy that he's doing so well, so I don't even care, you know, so much that I'm getting bigger. I mean, I might not care for it when I have to lose the weight afterwards, but I think I just went through a phase where I was nervous about getting bigger, and I think that that phase is kind of passing now, and I'm excited that he's doing so well. And because he's doing so well, I'm getting bigger. You know, it's just one of those things. So I'm happy that I'm finally coming to terms or at peace with whatever wording you want to use with the weight issue. But yeah, that's about it. He's doing good. I'm doing good. I'm officially not going back to work. A lot of you have been asking about that. My sick leave is I'm still technically on sick leave, but as soon as my sick leave is over, I'm going to automatically just turn it over into maternity leave, which means I'll be going back to work 2 months before he turns 1. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. I don't want to go back to work now. My headaches are kind of starting to get better. I don't have a headache every day. I have them maybe like 3 times a week now, 2 or 3 times a week now, and they're not nearly as intense. And me and my doctor both think that maybe if I go back to work, that they could bring the headaches back on, and so I would just rather wait. So I'm officially done work until June of next year, so that's really awesome. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, I sometimes feel, especially when I don't have notes, that I just kind of am missing a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, if you have any questions, absolutely feel free to ask down below. Yeah, that's it. Belly shot. Let's do that. Alright, it's time for the belly shot. Before I give you the official belly shot, I just got this shirt today at Zeller's, and I just think it is the sweetest top. It's not maternity, but it's so light. Like, I really think that when I'm really big, and there's lots of give to it, I think when I'm really big at, you know, when it's really warm in the summer, that this is going to be a really nice top to wear. I got a little bit of, you know, mommy cleavage going on, but nonetheless, I think it's super cute. So yeah, thought I'd show you that. But here is the belly for 29 weeks. Isn't that friggin' crazy that I'm 29 weeks? That's that. Still no stretch marks to speak of that I have noticed, which kind of shocks me because I really thought that I would be prone to stretch marks, since I have had stretch marks from when I was bigger before I got pregnant. But no, not that I can see, at least I'm missing them. The line here is still extremely faint. Like, I don't think it's showing up on the camera whatsoever. But yeah, that be the belly. I'm loving my belly and this shirt. I super love this shirt. I just got it like not long ago, a couple hours ago. It's super cute. Anyways, that is it for week 29. Holy crap. I will see you next week for week 30. Wow. And I hope you all have a great week. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them below and I will do my very best to get back to you. And yeah, that's it. See you next week.